Hello, I'm Mike Ellison from Branch 274 Allentown. I have a quick question for you. What protections did you negotiate in this agreement to protect us from excessive heat and manage abuse that recently took the life of our brother Eugene Gates, as well as the management and compliance issues?
Well, on the heat safety, this is something that the NLC has been heavily involved in all the way back to 2013. We have participated in litigation with the Department of Labor. I have personally been participating in that. It started in 2013 with the death of a letter carrier named John Wozniak in Independence, Missouri. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration cited the Postal Service for their conduct and all the events that surrounded the death of Brother Wozniak. In subsequent years, we also lost other letter carriers. Peggy Frank from California comes to mind. OSHA would continue to cite them. What they decided to do, instead of processing each of those citations individually and using their administrative proceedings for each one, they lumped them all together and they went to seek what was called a global remedy against the Postal Service. We helped them. This is OSHA's internal lawyers prosecuting this case in front of one of their administrative law judges. And what they were seeking to achieve was a Postal Service-wide heat safety illness prevention program, or heat illness prevention program, or HIP. Those hearings went on for a number of days, and unfortunately they were unsuccessful. Despite our attorneys assisted them, I testified in that proceeding. However, this is in 2017, we were able to give the Postal Service in 2018 and then 2019 to develop a HIP. It is incomplete. It does not include every single element that should be included. The fundamental issue, though, in this country is this is the only industrialized country in the world that does not have a national heat safety standard for workers. To go and bargain something above what the law requires can be very difficult. We talk about this quite a bit with the AFL, CIO, other unions. We even have a safety group that meets. But what we have pushed for years now is there needs to be a national rule. And thankfully, under the Obama administration, the first Secretary of Labor, Marty Walsh, who's a great friend of ours, he's actually been nominated to be on the Postal Service Board of Governors, and his successor, the current acting Secretary of Labor, Julie Sue, who's phenomenal. They did a lot of hard work, and a few months ago they published a proposed heat safety rule that includes all the elements that experts recommend. Work rest regimen, acclimatization when you're out, when you first start the job. That is going through the review process right now. They've held hearings in the field all over the country. We've had letter carriers go and testify and share their own experiences. And just to be real honest about it, what happens in the election on Tuesday, the presidential election, will determine whether that becomes a reality for us and every other worker in this country. If Vice President Harris wins, that will become a reality. Postal Service will have to come to the table with us and complete what we view as their incomplete HIP right now. If former President Trump wins, I think it's nearly an impossibility that would happen. On the non-compliance piece, this is something that's a major issue for us. The first point I want to be real clear on, nothing is ever going to replace our grievance arbitration procedure. We have to continue to always be aggressive, enforce our contract, enforce our settlements. The language in the contract, it's not optional for them to comply with it. And that's where the problem is. It's in a mindset with managers. Their mindset is, it's optional. I can either comply or I can not comply and pay. And that's what we have to change. Now, we do have some things in the agreement that give us additional avenues to address that, like the City of Liberty Workplace Improvement Task Force, the Joint Workplace Improvement Task Force, the JWIP, and we will do what we can do to take advantage of those. But beyond just the grievance arbitration procedure, we've had conversations with the Department of Labor. We will go to Capitol Hill. We will go to whatever level we need to go to put the pressure on them to change this mindset among the managers. Because, I told the leadership over there, I think if they could wave a magic wand and make compliance happen, they would. But it's evident it's clear they can't control what their managers do. So it is going to be a full court press using every tool that we currently have, as well as every tool that's maybe we haven't used in the past. We're going to be open to whatever options are in front of us. Thank you, brother.